Hey, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. I wanted to get this up for you guys real quick. I know it's been a minute since I've put out anything regarding the Watts murder case. And where I last left off with my videos, I was going to continue going deeper into the childhood of Chris Watts and his relationship with his mother, Cindy. Again, just a little disclaimer, my videos are educational purposes only, just to spread awareness. Also coming from my personal experience, opinion, feelings, and otherwise. Okay, just gonna put that out there for you guys. But I do intend to get back to where I left off with those videos. I've got some other stuff coming up too, and as I run across things that I find relevant to share with you guys, to help us all learn about especially the subject of narcissism, which I feel like is very complex, and I think it's a very difficult thing to wrap our minds around. Where it comes from, how it starts, how somebody could even be that way. And everybody has kind of their own idea of kind of what they think it is. And, you know, it's just one of those things. I put out quite a lot of videos on the topic because I've had people in my life that meant a great deal to me. My own blood, my own family. I have people in my family who are high on the narcissistic spectrum. And I've had to learn to deal with their mind and learn how it operates. What's going on in there? What is this from? And every person who's on the narcissistic spectrum, which we all are, we are born with narcissism. We all have some, you know, but generally most of us can balance that out. Our narcissism and our empathy has a decent balance. Where we're not going to be narcissistic abusers, okay? That's a whole other category. So, you know, I've had to learn and study, and it's been important to me because it's in my family. I've also been romantically involved, and I've had roommates and friends gotten caught in situations where the covert narcissist came onto the scene. And that is when things changed for me. That is something I was never expecting, that I never saw coming, okay? Now, that is what I feel like was going on with Chris Watts. Again, after studying the facts of the case, I've been studying it for going on 2 years now. And also, I know a lot of people discredit intuition. I know that's kind of discredited in our society, but I will be getting videos up soon as far as my spiritual side, my extremely empathic and psychic side that I've had since I was a child, and experiences that I've had with that. And I feel like detectives and psychologists have to tap into that part of themselves all the time, whether they talk about that or not. It's not really allowed in the professional world. I know that that's discredited, but we humans are equipped with this for a reason. Deep intuition and picking up on people, reading energy. I mean, that's what kept me alive in the streets as a young girl. Now, not all humans are as tuned into that as other human beings. A lot of people shut that down. They don't, but it's there. Okay, it's there. And I personally believe detectives, psychologists, people like that, they use that as well. They have to watch body language. They have to really be able to read into people. We can do the same thing, okay? And earlier, I posted something on my community tab. I'm just learning how to work it, you guys, okay? So please forgive me if some things don't come out right. And I thank you so much, one of my subscribers, for letting me know that the link I posted actually worked. Thank you for that. Oh my God, that helped me out so much. But you guys, I posted a piece of writing I ran across on Facebook. I don't really know the author, but this piece of writing blew me away because it literally almost word for word described what it was like living with a covert narcissist. And I've had this experience twice in my life. Now, I've been surrounded by narcissistic types most of my life. Grew up in abuse, dysfunction, narcissistic mother and father on different levels. Grew up, dating life, attracted narcissists. But I was always used to your garden variety, everyday, grandiose narcissist. I never knew about the nice guy of the narcissistic world. The nice girl of the narcissistic world that wears a mask. That's right. Most of us are just now really getting informed about this person. But I did have that experience twice in my life. Didn't know what the hell it was. I didn't know if this person had brain damage. I didn't know if they had a mental illness. There was just something very different about them. A male roommate that I had for years and a romantic relationship. They had a totally different mask. They did not seem like what people think a narcissist would be. They were just sweet and charming and almost vulnerable types of men, and there's so much to them. This whole web of tactics they use and the way they gain control of people is not like your average narcissist. And they will make it look like you're the controlling one. They will make it look like you're the abuser. Absolutely. I've got lots of information and experience for you guys, okay? So I am going to be getting some more videos up. I haven't forgotten. It's important for me to share this with the public. But I did post something earlier in my community tab. The article I did, piece of writing I ran across on Facebook, like I said. I believe with everything in me. It really struck me, okay? And I don't care for those who think that's flaky, think what it is. I use all of my senses when I am taking something in and trying to get the most accurate vibe on it, the most accurate feel for what the hell's going on there, okay? I use all of my senses, my deeper abilities, and I have that about me. And I believe with everything in me, from the moment I looked in Shanann's eyes, from the moment I ran across this case, and I looked at that last photograph of her, and I looked in her eyes, and I took her energy in on video, not to mention studying the surrounding facts and everything leading up to all of this, and how they got together, and how he pushed in on her, and what his history was as a guy, and taking all that in. But after looking in her eyes and taking in her energy, a woman knows. They talk about women's intuition. It's true. We have it. And a woman knows when another woman is going through something that she's been through as well. And I could see it all over her energy. I could see it written all over her face that she had been completely defeated even before her murder. I've been there. I have been in those exact shoes. Now, not all covert narcissists, not all any type of narcissist take human life. Again, there are a lot of different narcissists in this world. Depends on what you're using your narcissism for. I want to make that very clear to people and help spread more awareness about this. A lot of times people are just using that word narcissist, boom, that's instant monster, and that's not true. A lot of people have high narcissism, but they don't abuse others. They're just in their lane doing their thing, using their narcissism to boost their confidence, to produce things in the world. They are not abusers. They might be assholes. They might be a little on the selfish side. Not all narcissists abuse, okay? Okay. So I like to get that out there. But like I say, I could tell by looking at her. And it's just like what they said about me when I was a young girl. Psychologists, detectives, professionals, they use that same intuition, that training, things they've seen over and over again, and patterns in people, and their deeper knowledge of body language and what certain things look like in their gut. They use all that, just like them looking at me as a little child and telling me, we know you're being abused, whether you tell us or not. We could tell by looking at you. We could tell by looking at you. The way you carried yourself as a 6 and 7 year old child, We can tell. They're trained, okay? Now, not all of us average human beings have certain types of training, but a lot of us do have experience. Lots of experience with either toxic people, family members with mental illness and personality disorders, romantic involvements in the past where we were dating narcissists or toxic behaviors. I know I do. I have a long history with a lot of this stuff, watching their patterns, observing their patterns, knowing their mind, because I have a family full of different personality disorders, really getting in there because I wanted to understand my loved ones is how it started. Studying psychology, so some of us can see these things. And really, honestly, that's all it takes. If you've been through an abusive situation or you've been through a certain situation in life, you can look at another person and just about tell what's happening to them. Takes one to know one. That saying is not just a cliche. Takes one to know one. You can see it. So, I just want to put that out there, guys. I don't have a lot of time in this video today because I've got to get to work, but I wanted to check in. I wanted to get something out for you guys. I appreciate you all being here. And I do have more videos coming up very soon about the Watts case. Getting deeper into Chris's childhood and this covert narcissism thing and what I feel with everything in me was happening to Shanann probably for years. The twisting and the control that a covert narcissist comes in all sneaky like and takes over, but makes you think you're the one in control. They actually put you in control first on purpose. Yes, it's their way. It's like an algebra equation. There's so much to know about it. And really only living with it behind closed doors will teach it to you. You've got to see this shit day in and day out and day in and day out for years and get into their brain and watch how they do things. It is something else. But that's what they do. They put you in control. A lot of times they'll choose a strong person. They'll put you in control. Number one, it's sick. It's weird. They don't feel very powerful. They feel very inferior in the world. They have no real way of getting power for themselves. So number one, it makes them feel like they are actually in control. When they put you in control, oh, I can't do this. Can you do, and oh, I don't care if you do that. Go ahead. And following you for a while. Number one, that is to get you conditioned. It's to get you in the groove and make you think, a certain way. It's very manipulative. Secondly, it makes them feel powerful to be working your ass. Yes, I've lived with this, okay? When they put you in control, it makes them feel like, yeah, I got this person doing this, this, and this. They think they're in control, but I'm really pulling the strings. Like, look what I'm doing. I'm telling you, they think crazy. It's like their logic is so skewed. The covert narcissist, okay? And they're all on different levels of the spectrum, okay? So not every single one of them are going to think and be the same. But they do that. They'll put you in control and let you take the lead and make you believe they are all on your same page. They're down with your energy. They come in like a love bomb, making you think it's crazy. All right. So that whole control bit, but really it's so that they can take back control later. It makes them feel powerful, number one. They feel like, well, I'm such a weakling anyway. I might as well, hurry up and get the advantage here. And it's really me. If I go ahead and give this person control, then I feel like I did it and they didn't take control from me. It's a really weird thing. I'm telling you, it's like an algebra equation. I was around it for years and I had to really understand this and watch it happening to me. Watch it unfold and try to understand it. So they do think that way. And another thing, it's so that they can play victim later on. That too. They want you, kind of in control so that they can, you don't let me do anything. You're so controlling. I don't get to do anything. It's so that they can play that whole drama. Their mind, I'm telling you guys, is just off. So there's several reasons why they do that. Why they put a person in control, and slowly it's they who are gaining control of people behind the scenes. I've seen a covert narcissist lay up and have 5 or 6 different people running their ass off for them. I can't do it. You do it so much better. You're the only one I trust. Oh, yes. They will make you think that they are so okay with who you are. And you'll be thinking they like you. They love you. You won't be thinking any different, like you're doing anything wrong to them. You're thinking they're on your page and they just must be a person who is okay with, because if they weren't okay with it, they should have told you and you could have gotten a man who was okay with you. It's not like I don't think with anything in me Shanann meant any harm to that guy. He busted in her life. He pursued her, love bombed her, made her think he was on her energy level. Then why would she be wrong later on to expect that? That's exactly what happened to me. Why would she be a bitch or a narcissist or a controller later on to expect a certain standard from this man? Because that's what he came in and love